is Peter Gray. He's one of the chaps behind it, Ashgate Heritage Arts, and he joins us now. And he should be here. Hello.
Hi there.
I couldn't find my fader then, I've got to be honest.
That's okay.
I'd got you on fader 2, and then I was on fader 4, and I was all over the place. I'm going to be honest, I'm not a massive, as you just heard me, musical fan, but I think this one I could warm to, knowing the Crooked Spire intimately, because I've been up within the twisted workings.
It's an amazing building, isn't it? Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
So how am I going to persuade you? What do you want to hear then to tell you about this? What makes musicals such fun to do and such fun to listen to?
Well, I mean, the reason, first of all, the reason it's twisted, it's the sheer weight of the lead, because the lead they used was too thick.
Well, it was certainly very heavy. It's about 33 tons I put up there, apparently, which is a lot of lead. I guess it came from the Peak District. I hope it did.
Well, yeah, yeah, we like things local. You should know that. So tell me about the musical. We know it involves the Crooked Spire. Set the scene for us without giving too much away then, Peter.
Okay, I'll try not to, because it is a murder mystery. So
is it?
We don't want to give away the ending. But it's based on a book by Chris Nixon. He's written 3 murder mystery books about Chesterfield. This was his first. And we've taken the story, we've twisted it a little bit.
Oh, I see what you've done. Very clever.
And we've got this man called John Carpenter, who's come from York to help build the Crooked Spire. And it's set in the 14th century, just after the plague had ravaged Europe. So imagine a world where there's a pandemic stalking the continent.
Yeah, very relevant.
How about that then? Although we started writing it back in September, October last year, so we didn't know this COVID thing was coming, obviously. But it seems like it's just hit we've kind of sparked on something, as it were. It's coincidental, but it maybe makes a relevance for today.
Now, it was supposed to be obviously a stage performance, but it's now gone virtual. How do you think the uptake? Can you judge it? Can you gauge it?
Oh, it's hard to know, isn't it? If you ever watch a live stream on YouTube, there's usually a little button in the top left-hand corner saying how many people are watching. So we'll be keeping our eye on that. But you're right, it's to go on stage eventually. But the third person in the team, there's Martin and I in Chesterfield, there's Mary, who lives in Buxton and is an award-winning writer for the Fringe. She noticed that the Fringe is online this year. So we put together an excerpt from it, not the whole thing, just the kind of opening few scenes to whet people's appetites on it. And so we hope lots of people will watch live on Friday and Saturday.
What about the songs? How many songs are there in it, you see? Because, I don't like too many.
We've got 10 or 12 at the moment. Part of the reason for doing this performance this weekend is it's developmental. When you're writing something, you've got the ideas in your head and you can see the stage in your mind's eye, but until you actually get some actors saying the lines and some musicians singing the songs, it's quite interesting that you suddenly see or hear things that you think, ooh, that was really good, or, oh, I might change that later. So it's partly, we're doing it that way to kind of help us develop the show as well.
Is it when things get back to what we term to be normal, if they ever get back to normal as we knew it, it will go on stage then?
Oh, we hope to, yes. I mean, it would be fantastic if we could put it on in the Pomegranate Theatre in Chesterfield.
Oh, yeah.
Next door to the Pomegranate, as you may know, is the museum. And in that museum is the winding wheel, the medieval windlass that actually was used in the building of the Crooked Spire. It was found in the room that you'd have scrambled up through when you went up the spire yourself. It was in that room there for all those hundreds of years, ever since the spire had been built. Obviously, it's been taken out of there now and reassembled in the museum, but wouldn't it be fantastic to put the production on in Chesterfield itself? We'll have to raise some funds for that. We'll have to see how we go about that. But yeah, that's part of what Ashgate Heritage Arts is. It's a new organisation. We started it primarily for doing this project and a couple of other things to try and bring stories alive, heritage stories alive.
Have you ever been part of the Buxton Fringe before then?
No, I haven't. No, although Mary, our trio, the third in our trio, she was given an award a few years ago for her writing there, and she's putting on something called Sounds Like the NHS, which is a play she's written, which again is very topical at the moment.
You use the word award, something that this show has successfully dodged for many, many years, Peter. This show has.
Oh,
so if you could put in a word. Do you have a song?
Maybe now you like goat's cheese, things will change.
Yes, yeah, I do actually. I found goat's cheese that I actually like, and it's from Derbyshire, and we'll be speaking to them a bit later on. Is there one song in it all about the Crooked Spire?
Is there one song about the spire? It's not there when the musical opens. The spire doesn't exist. It's about building it. So it's a kind of an absent character in it. I think the song I'm enjoying most at the moment is that John sings, and we're going to feature this on the weekend, where he tries to say that he's got to find the truth about what's going on. Obviously, there have been some murders, and he's accused of one of them, so he's got to clear his name. He's got to find the truth about what's going on with the building of the spire. What's the mystery of that? And he's also in love, and he needs to find the truth of that as well.
He's in love. That'll cost him a few quid.
No. I think he's trying to earn his living building the spire. He's got a steady job, working on the spire.
He would have made a lot more money if he hadn't used too much lead that was far too thick.
Yeah,
one quick question.
I mean, he was the carpenter, not the builder, so maybe he can blame someone else for the lead.
Peter, one quick question. Why is Chesterfield's Theatre called the Pomegranate? Any ideas? Please put me out my misery.
I don't know, I'm afraid. I don't think I've ever thought of that one. Martin's a member of the Friends of the Pomegranate Theatre, so I'll give him a call and get back to you.
Do let us know if anybody's listening. Thank you ever so much for coming on today, Peter, and good luck with it. It's on this weekend, isn't it?
That's right. Go to buxtonfringe.org UK and you'll find the details on the theatre. It's all
lovely.
Free.
Thank you very much, Peter Gray from the Ashgate Heritage Art. So if anybody listening in that neck of
Seize the day, I have to explore life. Seize the day, for I must be free. Don't they say the time waits for no man? Seize the day, the future is waiting for me.